Alrighty guys, so we're here with week 8 of ICP. At this point I have not uploaded any of the other ones, at least you guys have seen. So go watch all that. They probably went up day after day to get caught up. However, we are currently locked for playoffs. We have a low seed in playoffs guaranteed, but if I keep winning and I win out, I could have a high seed. But I really just want to win at least one more so that way I can have a higher seed to not play JV or Lucas. Those are the two people that I do not want to play in playoffs. I also don't want to play Team Knots TV, but I can't pick everything in the world. But and this week we're going up against Hayes. Now Hayes is a really good guy, really sweet kid. Go check him out. His links will be down in the description below. Genuinely super nice, but I need to beat him. So looking at his team is super threatening. Excadrill, Zapdos, Lottie, Weavile, Milo, and Shandy are his top 6, and I think they're his best 6, but Gigalith for Sand, I think over Lottie could be a really good one. But Milotic is a really big one this game because I think that they have a really good switch into Zarude in their Roselia, in their Zapdos, things like that. So I think Milotic can kind of sort of wall the vast majority of my team outside of Thundy and Zarude. But you know, who knows? So with that, let's just go ahead and look and see how I want to win this game. I want to win this game with Nasty Plot Mew, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Vacuum Wave. This has enough special attack to be able to KO two-shot Milotic, but also being able to break down things like Zapdos, Lottie, and then Vacuum Wave is there for the Weavile and the Excadrill. Because both of them being offensive, weak to fighting type attacks, I need to be able to hit it super hard. If I get up to +2, I break down the entire team, and then that makes it really easy for the rest of my mons to do their job, and I can just beat him with bulk. Or I can chip down his entire team with my bulk and then win with this. So it's kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Next up, we have FizzDef Scizor. This is going to be my Weavile check. It's going to be partly an Excadrill check. It's going to be a Gigalith check. It's going to be a lot of things. But I need Roost, I need U-Turn, I need Knockoff, and most importantly, I need Bullet Punch as another way of being able to hit the Weavile. But U-Turn is really spammable versus them. They're only switching to it as Zapdos, and Zapdos does not appreciate my next member of the team, which is Thundy. Now, as you can see, I have 2 knockoff users already. I also have a third in Seismitoad because knocking off that thing's heavy duty boots is pivotal for this game plan to work because I need it to be at 75% so that I can two-shot it with my Zarude. I need to have it at 75% to be able to two-shot it, but Thunderbolt, Knockoff, Superpower, U-Turn. Superpower is there because it does hit things like the Gigalith for super effective damage without me having to risk Focus Blast, and does more if it's like Spadef in the sand anyway. So very good, just offensive pivot, early game breaker. Could even be a cleaner depending on what they have since it does outspeed everything on the team aside from Scarfers and Weavile, which has Ice Shard anyway, so even if it was slower, it wouldn't matter. Next up, FizzDef Seismitoad. This is going to be a Weavile check. It's going to be an Excadrill check. That is, I think, their best offense versus me. But with Stealth Rock, Knockoff, Scald, and Toxic, I'm able to Toxic things like the Milotic before it hopefully gets its Flame Orb scale, Flame Orb Marvel scale rolling, and I can knock off Boots. I can knock off everything like that. Smooth Rock, things like that. But just a good general bulky mon. And then after that we have P2. This is EV to be able to live 2 Earthquakes from Adamant non-life orb Excadrill if it's like a berry of some sort. It also lives 2 Choice Specs Flamethrowers after Stealth Rocks from Chandelure, I believe is what the calc was. With Recover, Toxic, Foul Play, and Teleport, this thing does not have any use in this game whatsoever aside from late game making sure I don't get swept as an oh shit button from the Excadrill. That way it can never set up on me too much without being hit with a massive Foul Play. And then we go from there. Toxic is just a general nuisance for their team as well. But the last mon on the team is going to be Zarude. Zarude is phenomenal here offensively with Rock Slide, Dark Accelerate, Power Whip, and U-Turn. I don't really need much else coverage this game. It hits, like, just if you just go down the list, it hits everything for at least neutral damage with Stabs, and then Rock Slide for super effective damage on a few things. But very good Pokemon in this game. Very good team, I think. I've wanted to use Nasty Plot, Vacuum Wave, Mew all season, and I finally have an opportunity to. So with that, let's just go ahead and hop right over to the battle. Alrighty guys, we're here with the battle for week 8 of ICP. At the time of playing this, I still haven't uploaded week 3 onwards. I don't know how I'm going to do it anymore. But either way, let's just go ahead. I'm leading off with Scizor because they brought Roselia. I don't really think they would lead off with Shandy. I could see them leading off with maybe Weavile, Zapdos, anything like that. But basically, I want to lead up well against the Roselia. That way, if they get up a T-Spike, I can at least pressure them to, like, only get up a T-Spike. Nasty Plot Mew looks amazing. Especially if I can take care of the Chandelure, which I probably can with my P2. And Thundurus looks really, really good. Thundurus looks phenomenal. Zarude looks pretty good, just in general. Like, if I can get Stealth Rocked up and get Heavy Duty Boots knocked off of it, it looks really good. The unfortunate thing is, everything has a really hard-hitting move to hit it. Like, just going down the list, Heat Wave, Ice Move, Poison Move, Body Press, X Scissor, and then Fire Stab. So he does lead off with Zapdos, which stinks, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go hard into my Thundy, I think. How will does Thundy take a Heat Wave? Sorry if you guys hear my cat. I take 2. I didn't really do a whole lot of prep for this because the game doesn't really matter a whole lot for me. Maybe not to 98. Is that offensive? He does get the Confusion, which sucks. Looks like it could be offensive. No, it did bulky damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Knock, I think. Yeah, I'm going to click Knock. Because I really want to get rid of this thing's boots. That's like top priority for me. Roselia, just don't get confusioned, buddy. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Just don't get confusioned. I fucking hate it here. That stinks. Because now he's going to get up a T-Spike. But at least this thing doesn't have its Violet anymore. Yeah. And he gets the Poison Point. Does he get up a T-Spike too? Gets up a Spike. Okay, I'm fine with the Spike. Not so fine with the T-Spike. Here I'm going to go for U-Turn because... U-Turn without a Violet should be doing a decent chunk. Looks like it's just max HP. We're doing about 35% without a Violet. So I'm just going to go for the U-Turn. And then I'm going to drop in my Scizor. And go for a knockoff. Thundurus is decent here, but like... He's just got so much for it. Like, he's got Ice Shard, he's got really hard-hitting electric moves. Sludge Bomb, that's really good. I'm going to go for the knock here. I'm calculating to see how much my Zapdos takes from a my Scizor takes from a Hurricane. It takes 51%, so I'm gonna go for a knock here. Let's get rid of the boots. Do I get rid of the booties? I do get rid of the booties. Nice. And then I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go back into my so that way I can get up my rocks, because since he's gotten up spikes, rocks are going to be like pivotal this game. If I can get up rocks, I'm able to kill pretty much everything with my Zarude. Like, I'm able to claim one every time, which is really good. Really, really good. Goes for Toxic. Great. I kind of just want to go for a T-Bolt, because T-Bolt should be doing a lot to this. Yep. 41 to 49. Yeah, it's about what that did. Goes for the Roost. That's okay. Should I go for U-Turn here? I think I should go for a U-turn here and use this as the opportunity to get at my rocks, because I still have this as a sack, which is really, really good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for U-turn. He didn't really gain a whole lot off of the roost. My Thunderbolt did a lot. So he could just go into Roselia and sack that off. Nope, he stays in, which is good. I'm hoping he goes for another roost, because then I can get at my rocks for free. Well, not for free, but you know what I mean. I can see him going for a Thunderbolt here to try to take out my Thundy. Goes for the roost, okay. I must have my rocks. I must have my rocks. That way, if he defogs, he's defogging away his own spike, and that's okay. That is okay. Get my rocks. Goes for the Toxic. He misses. Versus Roselia. Without an Eviolite, my knockoff is killing. I kind of want to click knock here. Like, I'm okay with this thing getting toxic. If I had clicked toxic there, that would have been the better play. Because he already showed that he wants this thing poisoned. Okay. I'm gonna click Scald here. See what he wants to go for. If he goes into Rose, Scald, Burn, and Rocks could take it out, depending on its investment, of course. The Scald is doing 10% to Spadef. Like, no Spadef is doing 13. And whatever he goes for, I'm gonna go into my Thundy. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that wouldn't kill. If I went for knock there, I would have killed, though. Ooh. That is unfortunate. If I had gotten the burn there and killed this thing, it would have been great. I'm just going to go hard into my Thundy here. If they go for a Giga Drain, it'll kill me. I can drop in... Actually, why would I do that? I'm going to go Scizor. Synthesis. Good move. What are you doing, cat? Sorry, guys. I'm not used to having a pet while I'm playing games. I'm just going to click U-turn here. If they go into Zapdos, it's good. Because I can go into my Thundy, I think. And I think my Thundy lives with 1 round of poison. U-turn should kill this thing with no Eviolite unless it's fully Fizdef. Yeah. It goes Zap. I want to see how much this U-turn is doing to Zapdos. I need to pay very close attention. Oh, it doesn't matter. It dies to Zarude. Does get the static, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Now I go into Zarude. I do not live a round of poison with my Thundy, so I need to make sure that the next time I bring it in, I just get a kill with it. I'm gonna go for Rock Slide here. If they go into the little flower, this thing is hella weakened. They stay in, this thing should drop. Yep, nice. Zapdos goes down. That's really, really good. Now, they only have 2 options to go into here. Sneasel and Shandy. I think it's Sneasel, though. Yep. Are they boots? They are not boots. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. It's going to go hard into Thundy and sack that off. Because while Thundy has been really good, I don't really think it's necessary for this. And then what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to go into my Scizor. I'm going to click U-turn. My cat's funny. She's just literally playing with my shoes. If she's still in here when the game ends, I'll show her to you guys on camera. Goes for triple axle. That's cool. Kills me. Now I drop in Scizor. Is it life orbed? Not life orbed. It is life orbed. Cool. I go Sizz. And I click U-turn. And if they bring in the Roselia, it dies. If they stay in, this dies. If they go into Shandy, I drop in my... What do I drop in? I think I drop in my Zarude. They do switch out. They're going to go into Rose here and sack that off. Give that to me. No, what? Okay. Cool. Get the U-turn off. That looks to be Spadef. Yeah, very, very, very Spadef. So what I want to do here is I want to go into my Zarude. And I want to click Power Whip. Yeah. So I'm clicking Power Whip here because even if they go into Roselia, if it's Spadef, it gets 2-shot by Power Whip. If they go into pretty much anything else, I claim 1. Yep. This thing is even 2-shot by Power Whip, so I don't have to risk anything too crazy. Nice. I go for Rock Slide here. Going for Rock Slide because it's more accurate. Cat, what are you doing? Oh, man. Okay, now they go into... If they go into Excadrill, I'm actually going to Power Whip. Because I actually live in Iron Head from this range. Unless it's Life Orbed. Now I'd put it in range of Vacuum Wave. Weavile's in range of Vacuum Wave. Vaughn, is this Excadrill? No, it's Weavile. Rick. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to go into my Scizor. I think I still have the tools to win. I think I still have everything I need to win, especially with my Mew in the back. With Nasty Plot Mew, I'm looking really solid. Do they go for a knockoff? They go for SD. I have to Bullet Punch here. I have to Bullet Punch here. Because they can't switch out. Like, they can't. And by going for Bullet Punch, even if they go into Shandy, I get to find out if it's Boots or not to know if my, No, dude! That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of time to think about this. Even though I have nothing to think about, I go directly into Mew. I know my play. This is literally just for mind games. Cat. Okay, I'm gonna go into Mew here. And I'm gonna go for Vacuum Wave. Kill this. Nice. Tasty. Come here, baby. Okay. Weavile's dead. My P2 is looking really, really good. My P2 is looking really good. If they go into Gigalith here, I'm going to go hard into my Toad. If they need to keep this thing around to be able to catch the Excadrill. Go into Stone Cold. I'm going to keep this thing. I'm going to go into my Seismitoad. Going into Seismitoad for a couple of reasons. One, everything on their team is weak to Scald. Two, if he goes for a Rock-type move or a Toxic, I'm already Toxic, then I resist. And three, I don't take any chip damage. He could make a switch, but he goes for Rock Blast, which is okay. And now I click Scald. He either lets this thing go down, and he has very limited sand turns, or he goes into one of his other two mons and lets it get very weakened. I would prefer the latter, if I'm being 100% honest. Go for Scald. Can I get a burn? Nope. Goes for Rest. Actually, I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm okay with that because then whenever this thing goes out, he has to switch into one of his other things. I'm just going to keep spamming Scald. Because, like, what? He either stays in, lets this thing get weakened, and loses sand turns. There's Rock Blast, Sleep Talk, Rest. It mattered. So a big ballsy play that I'm thinking about making, because I go down next turn, is clicking Darkest Lariat with my Zarude, because I'm going down this turn, and if he rolls like no matter what he rolls, I go down, I go into Zarude. I don't think he wants to let this thing go down because his win con, I think, is Excadrill. So by clicking Darkest Lariat, I take out the Shandy, which eliminates any possibility of him sweeping me with Scarf Shandy in the back. And I think that's what he has to do here. He has to go into Shandy. So I'm gonna go for Lariat. If he stays in, good play. I disagree with it, but good play. But I think he has to go into Shandy. Yep, nice. I got it right. Was it Boots? Yep. Perfect. That's what I needed. That is what I needed. So now sand goes away. Yup, just like I thought. He has to go into Gigalith. Reset it. Has to reset it. I go for Power Whip. I need to kill this thing though. Like I need to land this, and I land it. Zarude is a monster. I love this Pokemon. If you guys have never drafted Zarude, you need to draft it. Because I think I'm actually still out of range of Ironhead. I'm at 72. It's a roll. If they're Jolly, non-Life Orb. It is a roll. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna click Lariat just in case, because I really don't want to risk missing and not getting off any chip damage if they are Jolly. They go for X-Scissor, that's cool. Zarude goes down. Zarude did a phenomenal job. I go into P2 first. It's Life Orb, which is great, even better. I click Foul Play. Zarude really put the weight of the world on its shoulders here. I think it got every single kill. No, it didn't kill the Weavile. Go for Foul Play. EQ, I take 2 of these. JK, because of Spike and Sand, I don't. But it's in range of... it's in range of Vacuum Wave, which is all that I really care about. Nice. And it looks like we're going to win this 1-0 on the hands of Vacuum Wave Mew. Great game to my boy Hayes, man. This was a phenomenal game. This was a phenomenal game. I'm sorry to knock him out of playoffs like this, but I feel bad. I really do. But I also kind of want to avoid playing certain people in playoffs, including JV and Lucas, so I really needed this win. Amazing. GG's to Hayes. Love the dude to death. Make sure you guys go check him out. His links will be down in the description below. But with that, we have clinched playoffs for this. We have 1 week left, so I don't really know what implications that has for my opponent, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.